It's week 6 of the NFL, and the focus of this one is on Sean Tucker. He had a great week to build off of last time out, reaching triple digits and adding 2 touchdowns. It's the Chargers and the Jets under the lights on Monday night.
We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Tonight we finish off week 6. Set to go now in week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Here's Bryce Behringer now. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Taking it about the 16. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Calling a loss of 5, a good save to bring up 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw on 3rd down, Kerr. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt. Taken at the 37. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, there's a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So, I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw complete there to Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
First down, Los Angeles.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Touchdown! Devontae Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out now come the Jets. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Off play action. Kerr. Throw left side complete. That's Burke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball again on second down. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 41 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Looking to throw. Kerr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Kerr. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Chargers to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. Still going. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big play there for L.A. 61 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Here's Tucker. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They run. It's Tucker. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw here, Herbert. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Mevis knocks this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down. Kerr. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. On 2nd down, Vance. Still going inside the 20. And he will finally be taken down at the Jets' 5. 64 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates his starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit.
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he can muster only a couple here to the 24.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Kerr. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And the good news, his team's winning. The bad news, he hasn't had the game that he's hoped to, at least to this point here in the 2nd quarter.
And a lot of that is pride, because these types of backs want to be in the center of all the action and leading their team to victory. They'll take the win right now, hoping to jump his game up as this one moves on.
He probably wants a little bit more of the spotlight going forward. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The Chargers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run the counter. Vance. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now, because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. 90 yards rushing for him now to this point.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets him down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. Touchdown, Chargers! Quentin Johnston, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by Mevis is up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The New York set to take the field. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down. That fits the bill.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Let's go.
On the draw, it's Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kerr. Over the middle, complete. It's done. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. A good pickup there at 20 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Open man is Duvernay. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
Oh, no doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with
in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. To throw on 2nd down, Kerr. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson's extra point up and good. And that cuts the lead to 24-10. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Over the dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's reeled in downfield by Johnston. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Herbert throwing again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give him credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
So we reach halftime, and what's been a well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I liked what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On second down now. Vance, and give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
On first down, Vance. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 109 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And they'll run with Tucker. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Vance. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4 and he got 4 on 3rd down. On the ground, it's Tucker. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
Out now, Andrew Mevis for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Mevis knocks this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. Off the bootleg. Kerr. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Kerr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Kerr. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Straight ahead is Hall. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. There's a short one taken in by Otten. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Now that's a nice play. Got me fired up, partner. But can they do it back-to-back plays? All the training that you go through as a defense for these situations, when you have to get the ball back, everything you go through, holding up the runner, raking at the football, getting to the passer, knocking it out of his hands, whatever way, they have to get the ball back.
Now can they stand tall again for a huge 4th quarter stop? Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st down, Kerr. He finds his man, complete. It's Burke. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Open man downfield is Duvernay.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
And now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury.
We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They toss it now to Pollard.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 3rd down, Kerr.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
Jerome Baker there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Now a handoff up the middle. Tucker. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player, and it appears to be Devontae Smith who's having some problems here. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Up the middle they go. It's Tucker, and he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Pushing through the contact. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And the Jets set to take the field. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Off the play fake. Kerr. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Looking to throw. Kerr. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
They'll run for it with Pollard. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, Kerr. And there's a short one taken in by Otten. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. And quickly they get to the line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kerr finding Otten once more. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Kerr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll look to throw again.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah.